Good afternoon, everybody. It's the end of a half term, and so another one of my video newsletters. We do send these out as emails and they're on the website, but I'm sure you appreciate the video and hearing my voice, shall we say. So, as I've said in the newsletter, the dark nights are drawing in, and it's dark when I leave for work and it is dark when I return home from work, but the light of our school still shines bright. And the brightest moment of my week came when I visited the tutor groups this week, and in every classroom in year 7, 10 and 11 all the students and staff were taking part in our reading aloud session, and it's during that time that all students read the same book, and it's the adult who reads the book and then meaningful conversations follow. The year 7 tutor group I visited, we talked about the main character who may well present as what is perceived as normal, and we unpicked that. But of course there's a particular need which makes their life more demanding. And what struck me was the enthusiasm the children had for the text, and how they really did want to talk about what was happening and what it meant and how it applied to their lives. And obviously we drew the link to our slogan, which is one world in one school, and our ethos. And of course all those texts that the children study in reading aloud are linked to our very distinctive school ethos. For some time we've talked as professionals in the academy about etymology, and we've said etymology is cultural capital. So what does that mean? That means that we understand that our students need to access, understand and use a wide range of vocabulary. That's incredibly important to us. So what have we done this half term about that? Well, we've launched a powwow word of the week that we ask students to record, to define, and we encourage them to use. We've also asked departments to identify that really highly specialist tier 3 vocabulary, the very difficult words, and we've asked them to record them in the back of their books as never heard before words. And our efforts are paying off. When we walk in lessons, we see a richness to the talk which is improving, and we also know that our GL assessments last year for year 9 said that comprehension, be it narrative or non-narrative, was so much better than the national indicator. So I'm pleased that our efforts are paying off, so please support that. And talk to your child about what they read, be it in the reading aloud, in English lessons, or for pleasure. This half term, by the way, I'm reading Fairy Tale by Stephen King, who's one of my favourite authors, just a brilliant storyteller. And if your child does, like me, and reads a book, why not ask them to write a review and put it on a postcard and send it to me, and I'm sure they'll get a lovely reward when they return after half term. There will be a change for next half term, although it's actually a change back to normality, which is the request for all students to wear their academy uniform all days, even on PE and dance days. And the reasons for that are really simple. We can now open up our changing rooms again post the pandemic, and we do not want children wearing sweaty, or if it's rained, damp and wet PE kits all day. It just isn't healthy, and it isn't right. And quite frankly, our children look a lot smarter in their academy uniform too. So we're asking them to wear their uniform every day of the week and to use the changing rooms. And in that respect, we're only doing what all other schools did since September or even before. So, we are falling in line with everybody else in that respect. Finally, the last message from me is I would ask if you could please engage with our class charts software. You've been given the username and the passwords. We've been using this now for a few years, and it really is a great way to keep on track of the rewards that we issue, so you can just see just how well your child is doing in the academy. As always, thank you for your support. It certainly isn't taken for granted. It's been a long, hard half term, and we've all deserved a rest, and I really look forward to seeing the children in a week's time. Thank you very much.